Okay, this video is going to show you how to depressurize your fuel system in case you have to do any kind of work on the fuel system, your fuel pump, anything like that. First thing you need to do is take the pressure out the system. Now, if you don't have one of the special tools to do that, you can take the pressure out the system by disconnecting the electric from the fuel pump sensor, and I'll show you where that is. I'm on this side of the vehicle. I'm on the passenger side of the vehicle, and right now what I'm going to do is remove this kick plate here, and right behind here should be where your sensor is. And let me get my glove here. Matter of fact, we're going to start just by pulling up on here. It snaps right off. Be very careful, you don't want to break your snaps. Or you can use a long screwdriver, pry. It's a little difficult doing it with one hand, but this pops right off. Here we go. See, it just has snaps. So see, that pops off, and right underneath this, if you ever need to get access to any of your wires, anything like that run through the underneath here, you see this black thing here, those are your wires, but we don't really need that for that. For this, what we're doing, next thing you do, we're going to pull this straight out. Okay, now that we have the kick plate removed, this rubber part, you kind of pull this off, it comes right off. This here, you want to get your fingers behind here or get a pry, and it pulls towards you so that under the top you hear it snapping. Did that snap back into place by mistake? Yeah, that snapped back into place. I'm trying to do it again with one hand, and one hand holds the camera. There you go, it popped right off. It even says fuel reset. Now let me see if I can get underneath here to show you. Yep. Now, sorry about that. Here is where your fuel pump reset button is. Let's see if I get a little closer for you. There it goes. See if I can get into focus. There it is. Now, all we're gonna do is take off this wire part, disconnect your electric from it. That will depressurize your system. After you do that, you run the truck. You run the truck for a couple of minutes until it stops. It'll only take a couple of minutes to empty out the fuel that's in the system. Now, just a future note, when you're reconnecting this, there is a button here on the top. It is made so that the fuel automatically shuts off in case of an accident. It might pop up. It might have popped up while we're working. All you have to do is remember to push this top thing back down when you finished everything. I've taken off this inertia switch. This is the fuel pump switch. This is what it looks like. Taking it off so that you could see it, and you see this is still plugged in. Now, it's held in there by these two screws, one right here, one right there. Took them off just to remove it, to give you a better see how to remove the screw, because if you try to pull on this, it's not gonna come off, of course. This clamp here, it just kind of sticks something in there, lift it up a bit, then it pulls right off. See if I lifted it up enough. There it goes. Pulls right off. Now your full pump is actually, your fuel system is depressurized. This is the inertia switch. We just disconnected. It's usually up there. You know, you don't have to take it off to disconnect the wiring harness. I just did, just to show you how that clip actually comes off also. And this is the button at the top. If at all it's activated, it will pop up while you're doing your work. When you're putting everything back together, all you do is push this right back down once you put the wiring harness back on. And now that the system is relieved, all you have to do is run your truck in in idle, put it in park, let it run, and it will empty out whatever gas is left in the system, and your system is now depressurized. Just remember, putting it back, plug it back in, it just snaps right back on, and then make sure the button is depressed. Okay, thanks a lot, see you next video.